What's up, YouTube? It's your boys. I'm Ryan, my man George.
Free thinkers, what's going on? How y'all living out there?
Yeah, man. Back with another video. All that. This is an up-and-coming artist, TOBi.
Yeah.
Not in the wig way.
Because we like TOBi the wig way, man. We like TOBi the wig way. But this dude, like, his team reached out to us. I believe he's from, what, Canada?
He's from Nigeria.
He was born in Nigeria.
Originally. But he, I guess he moved.
Canada.
Yeah, when he was 8 years old, he moved to Canada. So
another TOBi.
Yeah, dude.
That's from, from Africa, maybe for second generation, not sure. But he actually was born in Africa.
Yes, sir.
And then we have TOBi the wig way, who has African roots, who is dope. So if this dude is dope, we end up liking this dude and your name, listen, any TOBis from Africa moving forward will get reviews on this channel.
I'm telling you.
So hopefully he's dope.
So just reach out. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Up-and-coming artists, we've been wanting to get into more up-and-coming artists.
Yeah,
so
we know
it's not
it's been
always
a while.
easy to get into up-and-coming artists and kind of move the channel along in a certain flow and keep the same energy on the channel, but we still want to incorporate up-and-coming artists on this channel.
Yes, sir.
We believe that hip-hop, we want to make some changes in hip-hop in our own little way. So
yes, sir.
Let's do this one. TOBi, the song's title is City Blues.
City Blues.
Let's see what he's got.
Singing these Manchester City blues. Drown my liver in a pool of liquor, it's true.
Hey. Okay. Smooth. Yeah.
Monetize my pain and my hurt. Come out to find my friend. Do you work? I might define my name. Just the first to fit in this little game. Yeah. It's hard chilling with niggas who only talk about bitches and never about business. Misogynistic to their sisters get involved. Then it's vengeance in the name of feminism, of course. About who they pipe down with high school fool. What about right now? Ooh, you wanna fight clown? Want me to put the mic down and leave me Mike Brown, light brown, soaked in the concrete, just beyond guys. So tell me.
This dude is a pleasant surprise.
Dude, man. But he's actually singing.
Crazy.
I thought he was going to be more rapping on this, but he's actually singing and rapping.
Yeah,
he's
based off the email that his team sent. Shout out to his team, by the way.
Yeah, man.
This dude, yeah, man. This is crazy. Shout out to this gentleman, man.
I like everything about this, though, dude.
Wow.
I like the chorus.
Dude.
The way he's singing it. He actually sounds decent.
Dude, he sounds great. Like he can sing, and rap.
Sing, and rap.
A lot of times, man, singers can't rap, rappers can't sing, and they try to. They try to do. And we give a lot of what I would say leash to singers that rap or whatever, just because like if they can do it like somewhat decently. But I'm talking about he can really actually.
He's both.
Got a really great style. Beautifully. And he's weaving in and out of it. Like, dude, he's really impressing me, man.
And the lyricism is pretty solid too, right?
He's slick. I love how he started this as well. Singing these Manchester City blues. This is the chorus. He started with the chorus. Yep. Singing these Manchester City blues. Drown my liver in a pool of liquor is true. Yeah. Monetize my pain and my hurt. Commodify my frame.
Do your work.
I modify my name. But just the first to fit in this little game. So he actually said a lot in that that chorus, right?
That's smooth.
Because his name's TOBi. When he says modify my name, I'm assuming that's more because he has an African. Yeah, exactly. Like he has an African. He's African. He's from Nigeria.
Right.
So I'm assuming it's not just TOBi. It's probably TOBi and a longer extension of TOBi. So what he's saying in that to me is that he has to understand how to play the game, make himself a little bit more marketable. And he's monetizing his pain, right? And he's making money from his life, his views, his thoughts.
And this is kind of his. It seems
compromise,
like right. This is kind of like his way of singing the blues.
Yep.
It seems like right.
Manchester City blues.
Drown my liver in a pool of liquor. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I like everything about this so far, man. But one thing that's really standing out, man, is how he's singing it.
Beautifully.
How he's singing it. You know
creative.
What I mean? Like, because he's rapping, and putting certain emphasis on certain words and singing it. It's pretty dope so far, dude.
Yeah.
I don't want to jump out the window yet, but so far this is pretty dope.
We're gonna let it rock, but there's some lyrics that he was going in on that we're gonna have to go back to. But I want to let this rock a little bit more. Right. But he was going off though, guys. So we're gonna break it down though. Let's get back to it.
Put the mic down and leave me Mike Brown, light brown, soaked in the concrete, just beyond God's reach.
That is crazy.
So tell me what's next. Boys in blue paint the town red from all the bloodshed. Still interrogating myself. Tell me how do crocodile tears fall from dry wells? You can't confuse Fedora boy for a suspect. The pen was the murder weapon, the muse, the weeping woman still trying to paint Picasso circa 1937. It's true.
Who is this guy?
Yeah, he is killing it, dude.
Who is this dude?
Yeah, I mean his pen though.
Damn.
We're talking about his pen. We're talking about his pen, guys. I mean, he's doing everything, but we already touched that. But right now, I'm talking about his pen. His pen is pretty nice, man.
When he said you can't confuse Fedora boy for a suspect, the pen was the murder weapon used, the weeping woman still trying to paint Picasso circa 19. Dude, this dude is crazy. This dude is insane. How he's transitioning from the rapping to the singing, doing both extremely well.
Crazy.
Dude, neo soul-esque type of vibe.
Yeah, it does have a neo soul vibe.
Maybe a slight jazzy vibe to it as well. But my goodness, I mean, there's so many lines in here, man.
Yeah,
let's go back up to the first part of the verse, right? When he said it's hard chilling with niggas who only talk about bitches and never about business. Misogynistic till the sisters get involved. Then it's vengeance.
Yep.
In the name of feminism, of course. What is he saying right there, dude? He's saying that dudes. When he says misogynistic, right? To me, it's hypocrisy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. We all know those guys, man, that talk ill about women. You know what I'm saying? And then when their family, someone's close to them, like their sister, their mother.
Don't talk about my mama though.
Right. But
I'm gonna fuck these hoes tonight.
Exactly. Which is horrible. I mean, come on, man. It's a contradiction, right?
Right.
But
then it's vengeance in the name of feminism. So it becomes.
So now it's a deeper purpose.
Now you're pro woman. It's a deeper purpose now because someone that's close to you is involved. But but you still, outside of this circle of women, you disrespect women. So you're a hypocrite, right? Bragging about who they pipe down in high school. Fool, what about right now?
What are you doing now?
What are you doing? You know what I mean? Beautiful. Then he said, oh, you want to fight clown. Then he kind of transitions over to what I believe is him talking about police brutality, right? Because he's talking about Mike Brown. He said, oh, you want to fight clown? Want me to put the mic down and leave me Mike Brown, light brown, soaked in the concrete just beyond God's reach.
Which is hard.
Good Lord. Yeah. So he's referencing Mike Brown, a 20-year-old black man shot down in Ferguson by the police. So tell me what's next. Boys in blue paint the town red from all the bloodshed. Still interrogating myself. Tell me, how do crocodile tears fall from dry wells? Which was incredible.
Crazy,
so he's sort of talking about all of this. Even after that, he said, you can't confuse Fedora boy for a suspect. The pen was the murder weapon, the muse, the weeping woman, still trying to paint Picasso circa 1937. This is some of the best lyricism we've heard, period. in a very long time, outside of maybe TOBi Nwigwe. Dude, he is going in.
Yeah, beautiful, man.
He's referencing police brutality when he says boys in blue paint the town red from all the bloodshed. And when he says, tell me how do crocodile tears fall from dry wells, he's talking about the insincerity behind these deaths, right? It seems to be no sympathy or empathy.
Meaningless.
Right. You know what I mean? From these killings of these young black men at the hands of the police. You know what I mean?
Which is the boys in blue.
Boys in blue.
Boys in blue paint the town red, killing people.
The play on words, right? With boys in blue paint the town red. Red meaning the bloodshed and shit. So, because he transitioned from the Mike Brown thing. So.
And I don't know, this could be a stretch, man. I kind of think that that could be a play on words as well with Bloods and Crips. You know what I mean? Because obviously that was a feud, right? There was a lot of bloodshed.
Thing, that's for sure. That's a thing. They paint them sound red too. Yeah. Let's not front.
I'm telling you.
But I love the fedora. He said you can't confuse Fedora boy for a suspect.
Yeah.
Fedora meaning the hat that he's wearing looks like in the video. That's not the typical hat that a young black male would wear, right?
That you would confuse or perceive as a thug.
Right. You wouldn't perceive him as a thug, right? Typically what baseball hats and hoodies is the sort of the stereotypical thing.
Right. Which is not right.
It's not right.
Which is not right, but this is the world we live in.
Right. So you can't confuse me for a suspect. Then he said the pen was the murder weapon, the muse, the weeping woman, still trying to paint Picasso circa 1937. The pen was the murder weapon, right? Right. So he's talking, when he says the weeping woman was his muse, he's talking about, to me, I think it's generally the muses are the black women in the hood whose sons are dying at the hands of police brutality, right? That's his muse. That's his inspiration behind what he's writing in this. You know what I'm saying? And this pen is the murder weapon. He's killing it. You know what I mean? And trying to paint Picasso. He's trying to paint pictures with his words, like Picasso in his prime, circa 1937. So the writing in this, guys,
beautiful.
Man, shout out to everybody that's gonna watch this video, man. These are the gems that I'm talking about.
Shout out to his team too.
Shout out to his
team.
team.
Out.
But this gives me faith, man.
Yeah.
You know, in the future of hip hop, man. Dudes like this need to be seen, man, and heard.
That's true. That's true.
Let's keep it going, guys. Killing it.
Still trying to paint Picasso circa 1937. It's true. I'm just paying my dues and my dudes. You out preying my moves. I'm focused on my own too and keep singing these Manchester City blues.
That was smooth. Coming back right into that.
Living in a pool of liquor's true.
Yeah, this is playlist. Already.
Monetize my pain and my hurt. Come out to find my friend. Do you work?
Oh, yes.
Come out to find my name. Just the first to fit in this little game.
Is that his son? Oh, his son. Yes. Well produced too. Who's the producer in this?
Yeah. Mama working like there was two of her. Can't let this motherfucking 9 to 5, 10 to 8 ruin her. Meanwhile, I'm jumping through the hoops of dodging daily news and being with groups with young dudes who moving tough. Now she's stressing and thinking the baby doing drugs. A little weak, but I might as well have been shooting up. Aim for gold so high, they got me shooting up. But chasing dreams are for kids who got no time for looking up to the stars with leaks all in the ceiling. Plus, I was chilling, just trying to make me a killing, bruh. I remember young Tony Tales from the hood. I remember teachers never had my name on the stud. Look, ain't with the back and forth like racquetball or basketball now. You doing the bash, you put you on blast like a Kalashnikov. All night is finesse, they trying to crash the course out. Same minute I met it up another.
He's killing this shit, dude. He's gonna put you on blast like a Kalashnikov.
Damn.
But I love his flow too, man. The way he's coming in and out of the singy, rappy type of thing, man.
It's amazing.
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. But chasing dreams ain't for kids who ain't got no time for looking up at the stars with leaks all in the ceiling.
That was crazy.
The last thing on your mind is reaching for the stars. You're just trying to get through the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Seriously.
This is real. And there's a sort of a metaphor in there as well, right? How can you look up at the stars? When you look up, you see leaking ceilings. You don't look up and see stars. You see a constant reminder of your circumstances.
Of your situation.
So that's why that's so brilliant. You know what I mean? You see, when you come from some sort of advantageous position, you have time, you have the luxury of being able to stargaze.
And reach for the stars. Because you have opportunity and you have ability to do things that other people may not be able to do at this time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then when but when you don't have that advantage, man, you have these constant reminders. That's the metaphor, sort of the constant reminders surrounding you that you don't have that luxury.
This is a messed up situation.
Right. Yeah. You're in a messed up situation. So beautiful writing there, man. He's just killing it. We're going to finish the song out, but he's doing his thing, though, man.
All night is for mescal, trying to crash the course out. Same minute I met it up on all the Adderall. I look up the past and look at the battle scars. Thinking to pick up the past, taking a trip to California. Yeah. That's why I look in the mirror like I'm the fucking man. Cause the younger me will probably be a fucking fan. Look who the boy became. And I'ma hit the damn MJ, Michael Jackson, Thriller Dance, Millie Rock, either hand, Diddy Bop, is sweet, the man, trend the topic. Neither I don't give a damn. I just wanna see the fam winning off my Manchester City blues.
This dude is incredible.
Living in a pool of liquor.
Yeah, this is smooth as hell, dude.
Monetize my pain and my hurt. Come out to find my friend. Do you work? I might define my name. Just the first to fit in this little game.
Yeah, shout out to Canada, man. Canada is officially caught up. Yeah.
That's true. You're right.
Yeah. Canada's caught up to us now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got Drake, and I'm like, well, Drake may have been he may have been a one-off.
Yeah,
no.
But Drake is carrying the torch for a lot of people, though. Yeah. I mean, that's
Drake
a
is just
big
nice.
stamp,
He's just nice,
dude.
period.
Yeah, that's a big stamp.
Dudes like this, like, you didn't always hear, I'm going to keep it real, you didn't always hear dudes like this with this type of nuance in the writing and all that from Canada. Not saying that they didn't exist, just on a visible level. I remember the only dude I remember from Canada was Cardinal Official. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. Not saying that dudes wasn't spitting, but no one else was getting that type of. I don't remember dudes writing like this from Canada and having a flow and a swag and being able to weave in and out. Dude, this dude is amazing, actually.
You know what I really love about this too, man? And we didn't touch on this before, besides the actual his singing ability and all. This is just another tool in the toolbox for this guy, man. When every time he comes out of a verse, man, and goes into the chorus, that transition is almost an extension of the verse. You know what I mean? If you're really not paying attention, it's like, wow, he's in the chorus already.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, man.
It's just the perfect sort of perfect transitions in and out of the rapping and the singing.
Yep.
You couldn't ask for more. And not only is he transitioning in terms of just the melody and the vocals perfectly, the subject matter is cohesive as well.
Yes,
like
exactly.
he's leading you into the chorus with the lyricism as well. So it's just beautiful. Then this flow and his flow. We're not even talking about the flows that he's using. Look at the past. Look at the battle scars. Thinking of picking up my bags and taking a trip to California.
Oh,
Yeah. Right?
Yeah,
just the flowing and the delivery in that is amazing. But then he said, because the younger me would have probably been a fucking fan.
Yep.
He said, that's why I look in the mirror like I'm the fucking man. Because the younger me probably would have been a fucking fan. Just him being just proud of himself. Proud of what he's become and what he's accomplished. Even though he knows that, dude, this is who I envisioned myself being. So I thought that was really great. But I want to talk about the med school line. Go ahead, Ryan.
Oh, no. And I just love, man, you know, the way he tied the whole song into the title, City Blues, right? Everyone can sing the blues, right? But this is his city blues, right? This is the blues that the common urban child growing up in the city can relate to.
Absolutely.
You know
any
what
city,
I'm saying?
any urban, any urban city, right? So I'm assuming he was made an attempt to go to medical school as well. You know, I mean, I think even in the video, his mom, we saw his mom, graduate, and I know that in Africa, education is extremely important.
Extremely important.
You know, I mean, especially when you are, migrating to the United States or Canada, one of these Western countries here. So he was saying, all-nighters for med school, trying to crash the course. Same minute I'm meted up on all the Adderall. So you know the pressures of going to med school, right? And he was like thinking about just looking in the past, looking at all the battle scars, thinking about picking up my bags and taking a trip to California. Yeah. So there's a lot of pressure, right? He's got the city blues, right? He's talking about his life story, some of these things, hanging out with the wrong crowd, but at the same time, he's trying to ascend.
Elevate. He's trying to elevate.
And there's a lot of pressure associated with that, right? I'm thinking about crashing a course. Like I'm thinking about ending it.
Just being done.
But it's also a crash course, right? You're trying to really just, you're taking Adderall, staying up all night, trying to make it in med school, which is very, very, very demanding.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
big time.
So you're getting a really good glimpse of him, a lot of him, right?
Of his struggle and his ascension.
And the complexity of him. Well, his story is pretty complex. He's an urban cat, Nigerian born. So he's, you know what I mean? So now living in Canada, but also still in the mix between, sort of just being this kid from the hood, but also trying to make it in med school. And you also see that he's just conscious as well.
Yeah, he
very
is.
conscious about who he is, very introspective. I don't want to talk too long.
Dude,
I was just very impressed with this.
This was fire. Playlist all day
Playlist for sure.
Yeah.
So obviously, without a doubt, we're going to be breaking into some other stuff from him and really, really digging into what else he has to offer, man. This was excellent. Shout out to his team for reaching out to us, man. You know what I mean?
It's great, man. Making videos like this. I hope making videos like this, people, can kind of really get a new perspective on just hip hop and rap in general, man, and just really see the beauty behind it of people that can really write.
Yep.
When
it's done like this, this is what we're talking about.
Yes, sir.
Guys. When we say writers and this and that and pushing hip hop forward, I'm gonna keep saying that. This is what we're talking about. So that's it, guys. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm George. That's Ryan, Lost in Vegas.
We out.
We out.